Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Vechain update for Friday 18 February, and join me into the Discord if you don't want to miss these YouTube alerts for SHIB, SLP, Bitcoin, Solana as well. So let's talk about this one. What we're having here is two different fake outs. Unfortunately, you had one right there, you went to the downside, you had one right here, you're still moving to the downside. So basically what you're doing is you're still finding support at this very same level. And could we finally actually push out, pop up like this and backtest and then continue to the upside? Or is this one going to be a continued downtrend to go to these levels and you start to move to the downside? That's the only thing that I want to see in the next coming thing. But one thing is so clear right now at this point, and that is the Vechain at this point of time, it hasn't really crossed that resistance point that we're looking for, right? It really didn't cross right now, and that's actually not good. You're still trying to cross it. You try to cross it two times, you make a fake out, and then until now you're not doing anything that is very important. Or we can make the fact that maybe this is in the range like that. No, but that's not it. It could be an extended one, but this time it's just like this one, okay, with the fake outs. So that's just how the things look like. Or if I start to ignore the wicks, all right, and I actually count the body, then we really broke out of the trend line. Do you see that? Because what you saw here, this was a wick, that was the wick, and normally we can ignore the wicks, okay? We could ignore the wicks. So if you just ignore the wick, then we actually broke out of this trend line, and we're actually finding support at that trend line like that. I'm just going to leave it actually like this, because let's just follow the rules. You can actually ignore the wicks as well. Do you understand that? So ignoring the wicks, because it does make sense, kind of makes sense to me right now. I'm just gonna turn off the EMA. The 55 is far away right there, and the 10. We're still below the 50, below the EMAs, which is actually not quite good enough. But at this point of time, all you did then, if you actually consider the wicks, do not consider the wicks, then you really did break out. You came for the retest and you held the retest, and now again you try to go back up. You came down. You're still on the trend line. So yes, the trend line has been broken in that case. That we do not consider the wicks. Otherwise, if we start to consider the wicks, then the downtrend is still down, down there, right? So at this point of time, I'm just gonna leave this trend line just like that and bring the fib retracements, because I just want to see where the hell are we actually trying to go. What are we trying to do? So I'm gonna take this top to the bottom right here, and yes, look at that. We are bouncing off the 0.236. Do you see that? Where did we go up to? We went to the 0.5 right there and got rejected at the 0.5. We were trying to actually cross the 0.618, which is gonna be 0.07431. So provided that you can start to hold this level, that would be amazing. If you start to actually lose this level, to me that's gonna be nasty, because what else do you have? You don't have anything else down there. All you're looking to go is to the 0.4393 and then to the downside as well. So that's going to be actually pretty bad. So here we are. We just want to hold this level at the 0.236 right now, right here, because you also have a big support at the last breakout of this sideways movement. You had a sideways choppy movement, you break out of it, came down for the retest. So you're retesting this trend line and you're retesting the breakout of a trend line, and you're also being supported at the 0.236 of the fib retracements. Now, in my opinion, if you start to lose all of these things, that's just an indicator that the market is actually going to go more down. And watch the Bitcoin update as well, because of course we're going to be mirroring Bitcoin and following that one in the future as well. So that's it for today's update on Vechain. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.